Permanent Secretary for...
All is set, and the mission is simple. The gathering is for the formal launch of the joint production of an environmental program, Echo at Africa, between Channels Television and Deutsche Welle from Germany. This is the first of its kind in Nigeria, from a collaboration that began 2 years ago. The chairman and CEO of Channels Television, Mr. John Momoh, steps on the podium in a short speech, says Africa is facing a dramatic air and water pollution and needs attention.
Unless immediate action is taken to clean up the continent's environment, its future may be bleak. Now consider these findings by UNEP, the United Nations Environment Programme. Over the next 30 years, growing populations, wars, climate change, and the introduction of alien plants and animal species will increase poverty, destroy the environment, and spread disease. Uncontrolled expansion of cities and pollution from cars and industry, which will all increase as the population grows, will need to be carefully managed. Otherwise, pollution will get worse. And currently, South Africa accounts for 42% of these emissions. Egypt, Nigeria, and Algeria combined account for another 35%.
For his part, the Director General of DW, Peter Limburg, says Nigeria is wealthy in knowledge, and the choice to work with Channels Television is because of its high journalistic standards that would drive the message through Echo at Africa.
In the past, we always produced our programs in 30 languages. We sent out programs to other stations, to good partners and friends around the world. But today, we are celebrating something which goes even beyond this, what we've done in the past 60 years. What brings us together is that we both have high journalistic standards. We both are professionals, and we are dedicated to the subjects. Not only selling things, we are interested in the world.
Other speakers give their nods to the Channels TV-DW partnership with hope that the program would focus more on sustainable environment and renewable energy.
Our primary goal is to make our earth work for us. It's all about the earth. And it's also all about resources and management of those resources. For us, we know that we can generate the kind of resources that our country wants us to generate without paying due attention to what is happening to the environment.
In no distant future, if we do not do the right thing, with partnerships such as these, with partnership from the private sector, from individuals, from non-governmental organizations, the map of Nigeria may change in a number of years. What will happen? Some of our coastal states may disappear.
Within the EU, we do support a lot of schemes related to environmental education. Fighting climate change, fighting pollution starts at home, at household levels. And we have to know, we have to be taught how to save water, how to save energy, how to prevent and reduce waste, and how to contribute to help tackle climate change. So that's why a program like Echo Africa is so important, as it reaches out to all the people of Nigeria.
After the handing over of certificates of recognition to those identified as Echo heroes and ambassadors, a short session of discussion on the drive to protect and guard the environment comes up next.
In terms of renewable energies, our organization, of course, have also worked extensively in that area, creating awareness. Like I said in my short video, the World Health Organization stated that 98,000 women die annually as a result of cooking with firewood. Now, what can we do differently in trying to address that issue? It's part of the climate change.
In days gone by, for instance, we have something, there's like a bean cake called Momoh. Now, in days gone by, we used to cook this bean cake inside leaves. And so, you know, when you sort of dispose of the leaf into the nearby bush, you're actually recycling. But the situation has changed. Now we're cooking moi moi inside plastic. I don't know, has anybody here had moi moi in the leaf recently? It's very unlikely. So we're having to deal with this sort of new paradigm of the negative aspects of industrialization, of technology.
And finally, the reason for the gathering, the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Channels Television and DW. Currently, 2 episodes of Echo at Africa have aired on Channels Television and DW in Germany. The 3rd episode is already on queue for airing on both stations. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.